啊，对勇士队啊。
When we're jumping on a court with a bunch of players that we've never played with before, how do you get into rhythm with one another?
You know, the hardest thing with playing with people you don't know is trying to learn their tendencies and learn their, what they like to do on the court. It takes the first quarter usually to try and understand what people like to do and where they like to score from, where they want to be on defense, how much they're going to help. Trying to establish that as quick as you can so that you can be successful early on. It's like playing pickup ball in real life, right? It's always great to set screens off ball. It gets guys open easily, and I'm gonna set a screen for my big here. He didn't take it, but if they're looking for it, they can get.
这个 Quincy A 会3分呢，所以还蛮好用的。这个又不是 MT 模式，这个是买立体啊。
It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline.
对上勇士队就只能设定不要让他投3分球。不过这个东西每次进去要做设定，真的很麻烦。
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that will see each other only twice on the schedule.
Yeah,
and Greg, this is a big game for both teams. I mean, they don't see each other often, and they both want to get a win in this one.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's McGee in at the bench manning the middle. And so here is Golden State. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Away from home, you got to
execute. They
did that flawless.
And that's what it comes down to.
冠军啊！
Especially when you're on the road.
因为影片它有一些音乐啊，所以修剪过后再传上来。
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. AC misses. We're about 1 minute into the first. Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here to the middle. Here's McGee, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night here. And with a lot of players changing their team in the offseason, Clark, I know a hard part of going to that new team is learning how to play with a new teammate.
You know what? I never had a chance to experience an NBA player being traded, but I watched guys go through it, and you're right. It is difficult, much more so than people think, because you're adjusting to a different style, a different chemistry and vibe with your new team. To figure out how you best fit in with your skill set to your new team.
Now here's Curry. An 11-point game for him in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game. Hey, but unfortunately they came up empty.
Here's Russell. 4-point game.
Russell.
Getting more comfortable attacking inside is Russell. Nice job, D-Russ.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Kerr. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, he stressed to his players that it's all about the extra He said we have a bunch of guys who can score. As long as we keep everyone involved, our best defense is a good offense. Well, let's see if they keep the rock moving tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on.
And I think that's the right call, guys. Get that
守住的状态下
offensive end as soon as possible.
Yeah, I echo that, Greg. I mean, if they come out here as the aggressors and really get after it, I think it'll make things that much easier on them defensively.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
勇士队纪录档好像还在啊，只是很久没玩。
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Mozgov. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Damari Carroll. First checked in for Jeremy Lin. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Russell.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
David West, he's checked in for the Warriors.
用物用语哦，攻击过一定会有啊，可是你不要，其实你把它当放屁就好了。
Curry kicks to Pachulia.
哎呀，漏人啊！
And another 3 for Golden State.
Oh, great ball movement there.
大部分你会去攻击人家，应该都是一些不是绝对啊，应该大部分都是生活上可能真的是有问题啊，就是他人际关系可能就不是很好的那种。靠腰啊！ 好球！
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
因为基本上会网络散发负面情绪的，大部分都是真的生活上有问题。如果真的生活上有问题，靠网络去酸言酸语或者是去谩骂，其实都帮助不了问题。严重当然是可以提高啊，但是你要把证据收集起来。
Kevin Durant always in the gym, always working to it.
Comes from me being 8 years old.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, that first NBA championship.
Right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and the athleticism, and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best.
哎呀！
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What do you guys
好球！
think about the Warriors here so far?
Playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
They've got Tyler Zeller, Quincy AC out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's LeVert in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Clock is at 3. Here's AC, and it's time running down in the shot clock. AC's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nets.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched.
啊，漏掉了，快过去补防啊！哎呀。
20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It it can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell shocked.
靠，他早就不要去调那个防守设定了，他越调越惨。靠呗。
Here's Dinwiddie. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Here's Curry. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
就是不要去在意那个网络的攻击啊。
Very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that.
哎呀，这球没勾进。
And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
And they pick up 2. Iguodala's got 5 points so far.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual achievements.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. It's really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Clark, if you were coaching a team, you had one shot to win a game on the line. Which player in the league would you want to take that shot?
I like a lot of guys for last shot circumstances. LeBron James is always on my list. Kyrie Irving is at the top of my list. Damian Lillard is a killer. Isaiah Thomas, the little big man, is phenomenal in those kind of late game situations. But I think I'm going to tip my hat to Kyrie Irving. Uncle Drew is my guy.
And the Nets adding their own G League affiliate, the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, and the Nets franchise originally, remember, based in Long Island. So nice to have that homecoming. And of course, with young talent development, so critical for this Nets organization. Having that minor league team in close proximity, very valuable.
A shot by Thompson.
啊，都没有跟好啊。
Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better.
因为其实如果说你越在意别人的意见的话，其实生活过得很难过啊，会很难受。
Now here is Russell. 11-point game his last outing. And for D'Angelo Russell, the offensive talent is obvious, but it seems his defense, Clark, has a way to go.
Well, he's got the package now. He's got good size. He's not a great athlete. He's a good athlete, but not an explosive, powerful athlete. I think he's got to get stronger. And the other pieces, he's got to really be about the mental aspect, the focus, and the consistent effort day in and day out to maximize his physical gift.
我看，没人帮手啊。
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout.
在这个记录档当中，当然可以把伤病的球员把他换回来啊。
And Kevin, it really is, and every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
哦，球林书啊。
You know, Lynn is a really creative scorer, especially when he knifes inside the heart of the defense. He's just got nice body control and a real awareness as to what shot works best.
That bucket in and 16 points for Klay Thompson.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Now here's Zeller. Back to Russell. Pick by Zeller. Carroll.
Carroll 3分。好球。
Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Carroll's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Curry kicks to McGee. Thompson for 3. 3 for Golden State.
And how about the consistency from range?
我操，这根本就没办法守啊！
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from these spots on the floor.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He hits the second from the line.
And, you know, at this point in his career, Mozgov knows his role, plays hard defense, and really takes quality shots on offense.
哦，高原这个也要拿，我看。
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Klay Thompson
不应该调到那个防守设定。
for the team tonight. He ended up with 19 points and 2 assists.
汤森得到19分呢。
Great game last time out. He's turning it up a notch already here tonight. Taking a look at the and that wraps up the half.
往前跑，你说要当靶子打了。
And we return to Brooklyn in the Barclays Center. As you can see.
越调越糟糕啊！妈。
Nets trail by 14.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball where it goes, just unselfish to a fault.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4.
What's up?
It's McGee in at the 5. And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is what they purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
Now here's Curry.
14
points, their largest lead in the game. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you.
那怎么会去包夹他
So impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates.
投球会有那个投球条，那本来就预设是开的啊。
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
他那个东西本来就是开的。
Dinwiddie kicks to Lin.
肖管表示安安。
啊。
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
应该来说，一个正常跟一个超级明星差别在于说，他切入的时候，超级明星切入的时候几乎是碾压。如果是正常球员是没办法这样做的。所以显一些烂队的一个比较痛苦的地方在这边。对上没有一个超级明星，没有办法做一个禁区碾压，那是非常难打。
Especially after bouncing around for a few years, he thought he'd found a chance to start and a chance to lead. Instead, he found himself on the bench. The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And the Nets miss again.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
Now Curry. After Jeremy Lin's 3-pointer that didn't go. Clock is at 3. Here's Pachulia. And it's in with the rebound.
And that layup is usually going in, especially when the defense is as lazy as
Jefferson.
Good. And the awareness from Lin, outstanding. True point guard who really sees the floor well.
Warriors leading by 13. And Thompson kicks it to West. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Assists like that have
靠太近了，他直接做一个空切。
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively.
Much
more individual play at the other end.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Picked by Pachulia. Here's West. No good there. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
看，他不是往外跑，是往内切啊。
Curry with it, and it's Lin picking him up. Back to Curry. 5 on the clock. Picked by Pachulia.
你进了吧
Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
You're exactly right, Greg. That's certainly in his range.
好球 ，Hollis Jefferson。只能在禁区得分啊，外线会都会被守死。
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific.
往外拉，往前拉，应该可以吧？
Now let's
是我
listen in to head
到
coach
选
Steve
项那
Kerr.
边呢。
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and
哦，启用 DV 啊，忘记打开了，
all the stuff we do.
忘记把它打开了。
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
这场比赛完之后，
So
要重新设定。
The biggest lead of the game.
现在是重开，再把它开起来。
Hollis Jefferson is out there with Tyler Zeller. Then it's Damari Carroll. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position.
Oh.
So that's the Nets
我懂。
Clark, you were a strong free throw shooter when you played. Why do some big men have such a hard time being at least serviceable at the free throw line?
Well, I'm not as big as some of the biggest guys that have the most trouble. Typically, you see guys north of 6'8", 6'9", struggling tremendously from the line in general. And because of that, sometimes the mechanics of shooting the ball and big hands can sometimes be a hindrance to that. Oftentimes, it's a matter of how much do you work at it. And how soon do you start working at it? A lot of times, big guys tend to
有机会啊，差一点。
moves and scoring the ball close to the bucket, and not as much as shooting. But you're seeing more and more big guys with sweet strokes, and I think it's a matter of, again, basic fundamentals, mechanics, and then putting in hours and hours and hours of work on it.
DVR 启动了，忘记开启了。
The sleeper of that 2015 draft was Rondé Hollis Jefferson. I mean, a fractured ankle his rookie season limited him to just those 29 games. But when healthy, he's shown he can be a force defensively. And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right. They're happy with that.
没抢到。
The defense was great, superb, stellar, platinum level. Can't really contest that shot any better than that.
Russell against Curry. Passes to Thompson. That one wide left. Nets trail by 12. Dinwiddie pitch to Russell. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. And we've got an update here. So
Russell 来一个吧，哎呀！
Kevin, during that last
那投三分球了，看，
Atkinson
小心
talking
点
with。his team, he said, "Guys, I
好球
know you've worked hard. I know you're a little tired. We've got to dig deep right now.
低楼来一个吧，哎呀！
And let's get it done." Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Now Durant. After the
三分都不给啊！
corner that didn't go.
Man, Thompson is phenomenal as a two-way player. A knockdown shooter from everywhere, challenged or unchallenged, and he defends at an elite level too. And you know, Kenny Atkinson is a basketball lifer. He played professionally abroad, and after his playing career was over, he went right into coaching.
Quincy Aces checked in for the Nets.
哎呦，这也是三分。
For Spencer Dinwiddie.
Tremendous balance by Russell. Takes on contact, finishes the play. We'll see if he can get the and one at the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Warriors.
Fantastic. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something we've also seen them doing
那喜欢胜来看的。
ball to go down. Big points from outside.
新航哪这？
With a couple years as an assistant in Paris, 4 years in New York with the Knicks. Came from Atlanta, where he was a big-time assistant and well thought of by fellow Hawk players.
Yeah, you know, and after a decade as an assistant, Kevin, he led the Dominican national team, so he's had a vast reservoir of experiences on the sidelines as a coach, and now he's, of course, leading the Brooklyn Nets, and had a chance to hear him at a conference last year, and this guy is really
第4节啦，没救了。
coach and leader.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all, he is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
Here's AC.
这边派昆西 AC 好像不是很对。
Feeds to Russell, takes the 13-footer, no good that
没有切进来。
Great D that time from Green. He dishes it to Curry. Looking for McGee. He gets it there.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
Here's Russell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
Now here's Livingston. An easy layup after coming
看没出来呢。
And the Warriors lead by 17.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
And Greg, you know how hard it is to win on the road, but they seem to have this one firmly in control and have been very impressive today.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
电脑的命中率到底？哦。 干是三投就有中的3分球，我懂。对，在13投里面有差不多，可能有10球吧，有8球、9球都是那种颜面的一个3分球。
What is your last piece of advice?
At the end of the game, the W is all that matters. So play as a team, move the ball, space the floor. These are all very basic basketball principles that if you follow NBA 2K, you'll be successful. And we're excited for the NBA 2K League, and we can't wait to see who's in it.
I don't know, Mike. You're about to have...
篮网今年的话是联盟倒数第8嘛，所以其实篮网队这一季的成绩很重要，因为基本上骑士他有一个1轮签嘛，那要看篮网队能够今年篮网队战绩会左右他的那个签的内容，主要是那个排位的顺序啊，会影响到那个签啊，不然我觉得篮网队季后赛应该没有。 不太有可能会进去，这是棉糖的啊！这都是棉糖的。
Nobody's going to want to be on the island because you're going to get crossed over. Do not fall down. Jump shots in the face. I cannot wait to watch this matchup.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Nets. D'Angelo Russell out there with Jeremy Lin. Then it's Mozgov. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the power forward position.
And really, the first 3 or 4 seasons of his career, Damari Carroll was kind of a fringe rotation player. I think once his three-point shooting took form in Atlanta, that's when his value as a player skyrocketed.
Misses. Lin kicks to Carroll. And a miss there on the triple. Cleveland with the ball. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Well, also great execution. Let's not forget that. Being active gets you only so far.
好球！
We're about 1 minute into the first. Hollis Jefferson passes to Russell.
人气模式哦，再看看吧。
In the corner, it's Lynn from outside the arc.
哎呀，就刚刚那个点就我手那个球，哎呀，传顿了一下。怎么会传到顿一下嘞？好球 ，Moscow。 他有空档，他传到顿一下，传高了，然后没接好。
Time they met was in Brooklyn.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Yeah, when the second unit came in, I mean, they provided a ton of energy, lots of hustle points, and that just had a snowball effect.
And it's Russell missing. Cavaliers have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game.
And over the course of the Nets franchise history, some interesting decisions. I mean, back in the 90s, they came very close to changing the team name to the Swamp Dragons. I think I'm just going to leave that one right there.
Oh, tidy.
A lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. So, Greg, how close were the Nets?
哦，这个罚球，靠呀！
Well, it needed a unanimous vote of all the teams to change it, but there
那每次罚球不是60%，就是快接近70%这样，看那就超低了。
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland.
防住了，我靠！
Checked in for Tristan Thompson. Korver comes in for Dwayne Wade, and it's Rose in for Isaiah Thomas. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's LeVert. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Outside Russell, the tray, and again, no good by Brooklyn. Cavaliers trailing. Crowder the pass to James.
Ball.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Rose.
Hey, Rose.
Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And D'Angelo Russell, a pretty impressive ball handler for his size. Chris, what did you say?
Yeah, but he's still working on his finishing. I mean, not the most explosive athlete. He's got to get it done.
哎呀，每次都2发中1。
And kick it out to the open team.
Smith checked in for the Cavaliers.
And not many guys entering the league impact their team this fast. Russell is an exception.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. A double team Love. In the corner, Crowder with it. Offline with his three.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
20 seconds left to play in the first. They set the pick. Russell kicks to Zeller. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Over in the corner, AC. Kept the line.
哦，跳得很高哎。
A second chance effort. That shot.
Dunk.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league.
I wasn't sure, you know, if.
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lin has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment.
这个太勉强了吧？这个 Day Rose， 这个也要上啊。
Even those who started out humble, like Lin.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And guys, what stands out to you from the next?
Just they've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And a great way to silence this hostile crowd, taking it right to the defense. I mean, forcing them to either commit fouls.
这些篮板没抢到。
Smith is out there with Jay Crump. And it's Rose, then there's Kevin Love, and it's Korver in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Pick by Zeller. The drive by Russell. Here's LeVert. Good. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
And despite those shooting problems in the first quarter, they have the lead. They look like they're finally getting it together offensively.
Puts one up.
到底是叫干掉你啊？要不是可以？
Nets leading by 6. And the Cavs front office never shy about making bold moves. You think about changing coaches a couple seasons ago.
刚才你那个球都要上，是三小。
T. Lue is the answer. They've weathered a lot of criticism, part of the responsibility of leadership. Can't always make the popular call. You got to make the right call. I like the shot selection now, despite the miss.
Cavaliers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. As on the wing.
Yeah.
He feeds it to
Carter.
The 3 from Korver. No good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
Yeah, I'm with you. Disgraceful performance and an issue that might be tricky to fix.
速度好慢啊！
Here's LeVert.
然后球 LeVert.
LeVert's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. In the NBA, everyone needs to work hard to succeed, but there are some players, Chris, who go above and beyond. Who do you think are some of the hardest workers in the league right now?
Well, I'd have to go with a guy like Westbrook. You know his minutes, you know how hard he plays. For me, a triple-double. He was underrated in actually doing that last year because of all that. Especially with rebounding the way that he did over big fellas. So you have to look at a guy like him. You have to look at a guy like Isaiah Thomas with his size, being undersized, with being able to get into the paint, his toughness, and being able to take tough hits, but also not complain, not be a victim, not use his size as a disadvantage, but he uses it as an advantage with his quickness, and also the way that we saw in the playoffs, him studying tapes of guys. Those guys come up. Talk about hardest working guys in the league.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. Thomas kicks to Wade. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Dishes at the James. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Tries a 3. Wade misses. Nets leading by 9. Lynn kicks to Carroll.
Carroll.
A chance to the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Outer dishes to Wade. Outside Thomas. LeBron James on the wing. His first shot coming late. No good on that last second attempt.
其实这人铁到极点。安娜。
In control with it. Okay.
是自导人。
Time, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
Anna.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They did jump out to a
其实对阵没有那么 OP 了，对不对？刚刚他妈勇士队超 OP 的。
They really did some damage in the second quarter, and as things started clicking for them, they were able to get out to a 9-point lead by halftime. Let's start with you, Shaq.
什么难度？你可以去看，然后去猜啊，看是什么难度。
I salute to their bench, man.
一般来说的话，你看整个 shot selection 跟它的 quality 就应该可以猜得到难度了。啊
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
They're not getting to the line or putting in.
如果是你玩 NBA 2K 很久的话，基本上是可以从 shot selection 里面的 quality 去看得出来说这个难度是什么，应该是没问题啊。如果是我是看得出来的。
If you're not creating opportunity,
that'll do it for now.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
我昨天那个黄蜂真的很靠北，超靠腰的，已经到无法无天的地步了。马子狗今天这场比赛偷了个3分球。定位。靠腰了。我干嘞！这球应该就看出来是什么难度了吧？好球，好球！
He's so organized. He knew the changes he wanted to make. Coming in and leading a championship team, he was up for the task.
LeBron outside.
定位。
Here's Wade, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
过去包好像也不行，老布朗就是在投3分。对啊，昨天勇士冠军啊。 还好啊，至少电脑还多花了1场。哎，摆进去了，哇，好球！第一步是踩左边，第二步踩右边的欧洲步。
An all-star in Isaiah Thomas, a two-way starter in Crowder, and some talent for the.
昨天已经很给电脑面子了，让他多赢了1场。我那一场真的电脑真的是超夸张的准，更到无法无天的地步。
They got talent and depth to win now, but also a plan B if they need to rebuild.
不是说不给你进啊，而是说有些球真的太北蓝。没办法。
Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's guarded by Love. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Russell missing. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Outside Thomas.
他都要打林书豪这个点。 可是一直打不进去。
He got the room he needed by fading away. Just could not drop it from there.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Now the feed to Russell. Carroll with a screen on LeBron and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Just a moment. Things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Cleveland.
And their offense centered around the.
Walker 也许 Kemba Walker 还有可能这么准。啊，也许 Tune 也有可能这么准，但是其他球员没办法苟同。
The Cavaliers call time here. And Chris, one of the rare honors for an NBA player is to have their jersey retired. The Kings retired before. Like that feel like? What does that mean to you?
Man, it meant so much to have my jersey retired. I was there with my family, my wife, my brother, my parents, and everyone. And so it was just a really, when you're playing the game, you can really, we say enjoy the process, but you never really can really enjoy it day to day because you're always thinking ahead, trying to get better. And so it was just a really cool moment to sit back and think about all the positive things we did in the city, for the city, and definitely for the game of basketball. So it was.
在争抢球的时候，会跟你妈隔着会，然后最后再把球抢回来。电脑的烂招。
Simple screen, but there was a defensive mix-up that left the man wide open.
Here's Lynn. He kicks it to Zeller. Pass to LeVert. AC. He's guarded by Love. Pass to LeVert. Lynn against Love. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Rose kicks to Love. Wide open look. Green for 2 points. Love's got it back down to single digits for Cleveland.
And Love has a sweet release on his jump shot. The D has to be more mindful of his ability to score from here.
Feeds it to AC. Picked by Zeller. AC the pass to Lynn. Lots of room.
Hollis Jefferson 三分。Hollis Jefferson 的3分球好像还有70几，所以基本上还可以投。
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
不打针包。
Double team on Rose.
安娜。我打当跳没看，对，全民这个是不是不知道是不是 bug， 跳不起来。
Just 5 to shoot. Off on that one. And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this.
对啊，他报2个先发，可是这是买力局啊。如果那2个先发不上的话，你没被升几个偶案级哦。所以把那2个受伤的把他给换到场上。刚刚差点中 bug。
LeBron and Thompson are up front. D-Wade out there with Isaiah Thomas, and it's Korver in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Passes it to Zeller. Over in the corner, AC.
哦，这个球差一点点。第一位其实因为他不是他的巅峰实力，所以他连那个靠呀。
Thomas got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Cavs. Kicks it to Zeller. Nets passing it around. They set the screen. Over in the corner, AC.
有了。业务总部还是会碰到鬼。
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
昨天那个超靠北，看。因为本来说选了烂队，去一个烂队看看呐，然后就选了篮网队。那还好林书豪还有在嘛？他想说这样就应该就 OK 了，因为我不奢望其他球员会过来。结果现在看到 KD 跟那个表弟也一起过来，感觉 N 队球员夸张我。电脑在发变线球都有一些问题，到现在 2K 还是没有解决，都是很单一的去发一个边线球，底线球倒不会，但是边线球的选择都有问题，大概是程式又没写好。哇！
4 on the clock. Outside for Thomas. That's tipped. Here's AC. From outside, off the mark. And Greg the Nets trading away the worth the draft picks when they went all in back in 2013 and 2014.
Yeah, going for vets like Darren Williams and Gerald Wallace, Paul Pierce, and of course KG. Yeah, but unfortunately, all past their prime. That team only able to get to the 2nd round, and boy, what a heavy price to pay for so little success in the postseason.
With the rebound, the Cavaliers trail by 13. The dish to Thomas. Wade a screen on Russell. Thomas passes to Wade. He feeds it to James. Shoots over Carroll. A nice shot by LeBron.
这样打就对了，可是到现在才打会太晚了。 本来就应该这样打啊。他妈爬在寻我吧。
Russell dishes to Dinwiddie. Picked by Mozgov. Carroll with the three. But they'll get another chance. Out to Russell. Three-pointer. Here's AC. There's Mozgov. No good at all. This kicked down. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Shot's good from Love.
Soft touch of Love, an efficient shooter in the paint. He has to be better.
Timeout called the Nets. They're in front by 9.
结果这场比赛最佳球员是 Mozgov。他有时候小咖的球员哦，入选那个单场最佳球员是没有画面的，你待在杀小干。好3分，干你啊，杀小。好球，好了，Jefferson。
Jeremy Lin comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exit.
还是他的highlight不足以在这个影片里面呢？那不是这样吧？
Here's Lin.
好球，好。
In the floater. Lin's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
And there's the defensive
对面 Carroll 的防守3秒。
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Love the edge the time.
把那个 Okafor 放上来。
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 12. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
到那个吉祥物刚刚还做那个
For three, Smith drills the three-pointer.
There's no guarding Smith sometimes. He's one of the best tough shot makers in the game.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Okafor inside, guarded by Fry.
啊干！这个底下在里面躺就没什么用啊，这个招。
And another three from Smith.
The B-ball is Smith's go-to. We all know that. He's excellent at measuring up any shot beyond that arc.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the
把昆西一起换掉之后，这场比赛就赢。
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jeremy, it really looked like defense got you guys going tonight and got them off their game.
Yeah, I mean, this might have been the hardest that we played, collectively for a whole game in a while. And I think everybody who really stepped out on the floor, they gave everything they had, and it was great to see.
Really was telling, Jeremy, how you guys got going. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
靠，有个无声。所以基本上除了勇士队这一场是大败以外，其他球其实其他输球那4场都有机会赢，只是到后面被电脑表这样。
Hey guys, Robbie here for some more My Team. Today, we're going to talk about tips, tricks, and players that can improve your My Team lineup. The first thing to remember is you can earn a bunch of cards that are viable and competitive just by playing the game. If you do the weekly challenges every week, you are to the Amethyst Kenyon Martin card. This is really a card that can make a big difference in your Supermax lineup, especially on the defensive end. Rebounding, shot blocking, and then he finishes strong in the paint as well. So really not many weaknesses to this card, and you get it for free. The important thing to remember is
it's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Quincy 也再上场了。
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The Nets play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and David Alt, and nothing to... Thanks, David. What a leader Lillard has become for this team. The Blazers' future is certainly bright with him at the helm.
Right, ready to go?
Hey, Brent, right off the bat, we're already seeing several big-name rookies struggle a little bit. Talk about the adjustment going from being the star player, the guy on your college team, to becoming, initially at least, a contributor in the NBA.
I think it's difficult, the mental adjustment for a player to come to practice and do all the things to prepare for practice and then work extra either before or after practice, Kevin, and then go to a game, put on your uniform, and sit. And it's just not something that they're used to. They haven't done it for 10, oh yeah, or 10 or 12 years. And so it's important to have three things at that point, Kevin. One, a coach that continues to tell you what you need to work on. Two, an assistant coach that works with you daily on the things that the coach has told you about. And the last part is having a veteran guy as a mentor. That's extremely important in you keeping your confidence and the idea of be ready, stay ready when your opportunity presents itself.
CJ McCollum.
Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. A starting five on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers, Lillard and McCollum, the star-studded backcourt. Aminu and Nurkic up front.
Moscow.
Just showing great vision there. Russell surveys the floor.
经理模式这一代的剧院模式都有那些很北蓝的剧情啊，会一直按，就很烦，就直接就没有玩。玩买力就纯粹打比赛这样就好了。那底下再塞一堆啊，就好了。
Kicks it out to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. That shot off. The Nets go the other way with it. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
No question. I know I did not see that coming, especially when they had a chance to win it late in the fourth quarter. I thought for sure they'd get it done.
Hey!
You watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean,
剧院模式还有旁边那个没剧情。
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
McCollum with this screen on Russell. Knocks it loose.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just...
好，投3分，好，球3分。
Oh man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And a big move for D'Angelo Russell this past offseason. Traded from the Lakers to Brooklyn. Now one of the major...
我靠，他踩到外面去了。我靠。
Well, look at your watch because it's Lillard time. The defense has to extend out to where it is he has the ball.
这个挡拆之后，直接做一个垫步的三分球。
Big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Tyler Zellers checked in for Mozgov.
像这个我觉得可以啊。这个就可以了，不要说妈的一堆他妈颜色的，很好很好。
Davis is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Turner comes in for Maurice Harkless. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for McCollum. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Damian Lillard. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And you really got to give them a ton.
薪资的话，我要对于那个东西，我要再弄那个，我没兴趣，没那个时间弄那个。
Portland, Oregon, the nation's 24th largest market, fewer than half the TV households of Atlanta or Houston. But fortunately for the ownership group who has some available income, this is a team that's willing to get out there and spend to bring in a team that can compete for a championship.
Easy the pass to
好腰啊
Here's LeVert. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
A bad shot there. The trust.
You
got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
They set the pick to the right side.
外面啊
And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Great job helping his teammates separate from the defender. Aminu using his toughness to set a rock.
外面怎么漏防
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Alice Jefferson. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets out in front. They're up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel.
其实签那个，我觉得对于实际上来说，有些交易的状况根本就不可能执行。而在里面玩那些交易，我觉得不太可能啊。有些很扯的交易，不可能让你用的。现实上根本就不可能发生了，或者根本不可能成型的交易。
When you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Davis is out there with Aminu. Then it's Turner. And it's Napier in at the 1 spot. And Al-Farouq Aminu, the 8th overall pick back in 2010. He's found his niche as a defensive-minded, small ball power forward.
And Kevin, think about that 7'3" wing.
啊，这个球也没办法进啊。
Against bigger, stronger players, and this still looking for some consistency in the offense.
The shot by Turner, no good. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played, but they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
Yeah, both teams very strong performance. I think that was a prime example of the home court advantage being just that, an advantage.
Let's a floater go. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's LeVert.
Oh, yeah.
He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard. Zeller dishes to Dinwiddie. That's
挤进去了。
And he's shooting 2 for 3.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
这个开后门好像也没啥用了，靠北，被挡了好几次，跑不出来。
Jerry Maguire movie. Is there anything else?
So kind of you, Kevin, to bring that up.
I'm just reading the list here, Brent. Is there anything else on camera that you'd really like to do?
Oh, I was in a Coolio video. I don't know if you knew that. Coolio.
卡了，球就掉了。
And I was asked to come down to the studio with the late Malik Sealy and him and I actually were in the video for the movie's primetime song.
No kidding.
Yes.
How about that? How fun. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Portland Trailblazers are developing a great chemistry for a young team. Damian Lillard takes the team to San Diego every September for bonding purposes. And he told me how much we like each other, how much time we spend around each other. That shows you a team that is really together. It is a unit. We have each other's back. Kevin?
And it's critical to establish camaraderie early on. Thank you, D.A. Sounds like Lillard has in the right direction.
Yeah, with the size and quick shot release, Russell a tough cover from mid-range.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Davis sets a screen. Lillard, the pass to Davis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
The first one falls.
And the 13th pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Davis has already been with a number of teams in his young career.
Here's Russell. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
好球！过来故意要犯规啊！他想要打火锅。
Taking the hit on that shot, great body control, potential and one.
And for D'Angelo Russell, the former number 2 overall pick in 2015 out of Ohio State.
人都已经过了，他还要跳起来。
In your opinion, what makes him so special as a prospect?
I think it's all about his skill level. I mean, the league loves players who can handle, pass, and shoot. And he can do all 3 at an elite level. And he's not just a stationary shooter. He can hit pull-up, a very good in-between game as well. Let's just see if he can continue his maturation process.
Davis dishes to
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Working the clock is one element, but you also want to get as good a shot as you can.
There's Mozgov.
Oh, so Mozgov.
Making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
A man with height and reach. Mozgov screaming.
这个传球意图太明显。
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Harkless. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Lynn kicks to Mozgov. Inside, there's Hollis Jefferson.
Hey!
And the shot.
Oh, 进球！
The points they've scored in the paint already here, it is eye-opening.
For Brooklyn, they have made 2 of their previous 3 in today's game. That free throw good from Hollis Jefferson. Now Lillard lets the 3 fly. Point shot. Lillard's got 6.
The ability to stop there and pull up from any distance. That's why Lillard's defenders have sleepless nights.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Nets lead by. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period as they got their lead up as high as 7 points. Looking at the Nets, Kenny, what do you think?
Well, their shooting accuracy was on point. It was good play calling, of course, by the coaching staff, but it was great execution by the team.
Shaq, how do you... And that will...
The Brooklyn Museum, just one of the many places to visit here in this famous borough of... Nets leading by 5. They've got Damari Carroll out. Quincy AC out there with Mozgov. And there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Lynn in at the shooting guard.
That's
the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Lillard. Banked in off the glass. He's got 8.
Yeah, Lillard has that sneaky wingspan there and knifes inside for the bucket.
Russell with it. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Lynn. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get.
电脑在补防方面慢很多。
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
So many naturally born playmakers and natural born scorers who have learned to become playmakers. That's kind of an interesting topic. Who do you think right now tops that list?
One guy that's pretty peculiar in that sense, I think, Kevin, is Jeff Teague. You know, so many years of success in Atlanta, but it was built around this team and the system and the fragility of what it was that those guys could do and needed to do for that team to win. I think that Jeff Teague is a much better playmaker in the NBA. He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
Lillard against Russell. There's a screen. There's Lynn with the 3. And the ball. It was last touched by Lynn. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Nets.
And they concentrated a lot on creating open looks from beyond the arc. Player movement, finding space on the perimeter. That was their #1 priority.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Turner's checking for Maurice Harkless. Pat Connaughton comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Lillard. Let's have a look at some league leaders from the last 10 games. Here are the highest scoring point guards in the NBA during that time. D'Angelo Russell 4th. Of course, Jeremy Lin.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
Well, he is the modern point guard defined. Players who aren't just out there to direct traffic and keep the ball moving, but guys who can be the entire offense at times by themselves. Just tremendous.
Here's Napier. He has 5. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Napier. Pass to Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Napier. And Brett Al-Farouq Aminu, probably the best defender on this Blazers team.
Certainly the versatility is there, Kevin, but you like playing with him mostly at the 4. He rebounds well despite being a bit slender. It's his streaky perimeter shooting that makes it tough for the coaching staff to gauge just how many minutes Al-Farouq Aminu is going to play.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. It's a little lazy about what it could be.
And the Nets making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Davis is checked in. Pass to Dinwiddie. Uses his man off the screen and Dinwiddie's got 6 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Nurkic setting the pick for Turner. This is to Davis. Here's Connaughton. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Nurkic a screen on Lynn. Here's Connaughton. Sinks the triple.
That's just a solid screen from Nurkic there, which ultimately frees up some space for the shot.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Trailblazers trail by 4. And Turner kicks to Connaughton. Turner with the screen. Pass to Nurkic. Zeller grabs the board.
Now, those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense was...
8 seconds left to play in the 3rd. It's stolen.
在你娘嘞
No good that time. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Just make simple passes. We got caught trying to make a great pass.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good.
16比30
Trailblazers trail by 6. On the court for the Trailblazers. McCollum at the 2 with Harkless playing the 3. Nurkic is out there with Davis. And it's Lillard in at the point. Feeds it to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. And a wide open look for McCollum. Bangs home the trifecta.
这个叫 wide open 啊
McCollum's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Portland. Now, here is Russell. Zeller, a screen on Lillard. The drive by Russell. Dinwiddie pitch to Russell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Nurkic with the block.
Is this basketball or volleyball? Nurkic with the spike.
And
Call.
gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
Now the
6分都没
exclamation
了
point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Mozgov, he's checked in for the Nets. Quincy Ace has come in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Portland with a change here, too. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Davis. Mozgov against Aminu. Mozgov kicks to Carroll. Second shot opportunity.
Oh, to Mozgov.
With the bucket. And the Nets lead by 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Cullen passes to Lillard. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Aminu with the bucket.
More and more,
这些时间跑到那边
Lillard
去
becoming that dangerous playmaker, does a great job there finding the open man.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Russell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there. Man, not many guys entering the league impact their team this fast. Russell is an exception.
Trailblazers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. McCollum dishes to Harkless. Nurkic a screen on Carroll. Harkless kicks to Nurkic. Count it, and the foul. That one on Mozgov.
Bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
Jeremy Lin, who's checked in for the Nets.
跑到后面去
They
了
now lead by 1.
Not only ties it up with the hoop, but puts them in front now with the free throw. That could be the play of the game if they come out on top.
There's the dish to Carroll. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Portland's gone 5 of 9 when they put up a 3-point shot tonight. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Back to McCollum.
那球怎么交进来的
Man, he was a go-to guy in crunch time in college, and McCollum now has developed that reputation here in the league.
And that replay is sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the fourth. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Harkless. Mozgov grabs the ball.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the wing is probably not the best option on that shot.
Outside, Russell. Mozgov a screen on Lillard. Russell doesn't go that time.
这球没摆进
Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Lillard, right side. Over Russell. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. Need to be more.
哦，球林书豪，哇，这个拉杆，哦，躲过去了，哇，好球！
Decide the outcome.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Challenge is to get that good look, preferably the guy with the hottest hand.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over.
He
told him, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it, Kevin.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
It really depends on what's available, so we'll see how the defense lines up here.
Screen by Nurkic. It's McCollum with the drive. Kicks it out to Lillard. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Right.
Gone.
And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And McCollum's pace hasn't changed.
啊，应该自己来守的。
The score is tied at 46. 3 seconds left in the game. The inbound. Oh, no good. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, if you're just joining us, this... And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. And always a good ride. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for Portland, Aminu and Nurkic up front. McCollum at the 2 with Harkless playing the 3. And it's Napier in at the 1. Here's Carroll. He drinks Carroll. Clock ticks down. Carroll's got the first points here in the overtime period for Brooklyn. Lynn against McCollum. Here's Nurkic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Fantastic effort from Nurkic, forcing the issue and coming away with a trip to the charity stripe.
电脑会故意漏人，对啊，但是刚刚那个球没有漏掉。没有漏来一个颜色3分球。
Shooting percentage 59%. The offense is running smoothly.
今天的球，刚刚那个球应该是要自己守了。
Inside, Nurkic with the steal. One-on-one fast break. A 3 from McCollum. Good, and it's Napier with the assist now.
啊，超准的。
He's one of the league's more dangerous deep shooters. McCollum hits a high percentage of threes when he's in sync.
They set the pick.
怎么会传那么高啊？哎呦！好球，林书豪。哎，这个太夸张了吧？怎么传那么高啊？妈的，报应！电脑变线球都乱发，那超也要死。
It's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops,
What the fuck？ 他要讲给 Russell 啊。看实力三小啊！看。
McCollum against Land. Here's Nurkic. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Yeah, it's hard to hold Nurkic up. As soon as he gets that deep inside, he is more than
capable of
knocking down shots consistently.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Lin. Connects.
Let's see.
They got a foul to give here if they need it. Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 2. 15 seconds.
其实差不多啦，只是说那时候玩湖人队那是利用他预设的战术啊。如果使用一些自己比较熟悉的战术的话，基本上应该也是蛮好用的，因为他们身高又很高啊。湖人队好处身高很高。
And here are the Trailblazers now. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Now Russell. Picked by Mozgov. There's the...
没人啊！没暂停了吧？操你妈的！
So it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony,
自己守的可能电脑就不会乱来，如果是给电脑去守，它有可能会乱来。
Presented by 2K Sports. So long.
这个球真的靠北。刚刚连就 Russell 那球应该切进来的时候没人守，是因为电脑都往外撤了。 他会防你的外线。然后我们下午再继续吧，下午玩一下 NBA Live，还是其他的模式。